Today we're going to be installing a gate king on a 2010 Toyota Tundra. For this install, you're going to need a screwdriver with a star-shaped Torx head and some thread locker. And that's it. Alright, let's get started. The first things first, you're going to want to lay out your parts on some sort of a work surface to make sure you understand what's in the box. Inside you'll also find some instructions, which you're totally going to read. There's a left and a right arm, so if you get confused, next to the part number, each arm has an L or an R. But the release clip will face in on the upper part of the gate king once installed. Also note, there's a thin bushing and a thick bushing. The thin bushing goes flat up against the inside of the truck. Okay, once you have your parts laid out, you're going to use your T40 Torx head to unscrew the cables from the bed and the tailgate. Make sure to only take off one side at a time so that your tailgate doesn't fall down. By the way, look at how much more substantial our arm is than your average cable. Alright, thin bushing here on the inside of the truck, flat side against the bed. If you've got that thread locker handy, go ahead and put some of that on your screw. Okay, here's the magic part. The bushing goes onto the gate king, the screw goes through the bushing, and then the whole assembly goes onto the truck. To get things started, you're going to tighten it by hand, then finish up by tightening all the way down with your Allen head. Once tight, you're going to move on to the tailgate itself. It's the same thing here, except you're going to want to use that thick bushing instead of the thin bushing. Thread lock onto the screw, and if your truck is anything like ours, you may need to lift the tailgate a little to get the screw into the hole. Tighten it all the way down, and then for confidence, you're going to have to jiggle it a little bit, which is totally standard. Okay, one last step on this side. We've got to replace this fat screw with a zero clearance one that came in your kit to make sure it doesn't scrape up against the gate king when it's closed. Here's the profile when it's flush. Yeah, no fat screw poking out. Alright, one side down, now onto the other one. It's the same thing here. You're going to want to take off the cable from the passenger side. Go ahead and grab your gate king, and then with it in hand, get your screw through the thin bushing for the top, add a little bit of thread locker, tighten it up by hand, finish it off with the Torx head. To make sure you're oriented right, the gate king should be positioned with a clip on the inside upper part of the arm, with the thick bushing down below. Screw, thread locker. Go ahead and lift the tailgate if you need to, and then tighten it down with your Allen head. But don't forget to replace that fat screw. While we're here, let's take a look at the tailgate's hinge. At 45 degrees, the tailgate is designed to be taken off, so to prevent that, we're going to add a good old-fashioned pipe clamp. Unscrew it all the way, and then slip it around the hinge. Tighten it with a flathead screwdriver, and that is our last step. Hey, you still have that box handy, right? Well, let's just go ahead and put those cables in there for safekeeping. Maybe we can get some money for them at our next garage sale. To engage the gate king, release the clips on either side, and you'll be able to lift your tailgate to any position you choose. And that is how you install the gate king on the 2010 Toyota Tundra.